Hello, DX Engineering fans and YouTube fans and Facebook fans. This is the weekend special. I'm Tim, K3LR, still sheltered in place here at K3LR, and been very active on the air. 75 meters in the morning, 20 CW through most of the day, and then always finish off the evening looking for camels over there on 40 phone. So having a good time. And we had some customers that called in this week, and the root of their problem, the issues they were having, could be solved by this pair of 426 pliers. These are channel lock pliers that we sell, and they're about $12 at DX Engineering. And the secret to solving their problems was just tightening up the connectors. A lot of times, just finger tight is not quite tight enough. With properly applied pliers, you can get another, sometimes quarter turn, half a turn. Don't go too far, but tight connectors are really important. Tight coax connectors. And there's a lot of coax connectors here, and I routinely check their tightness. I don't know how they loosen up over time, but they do. So here's Whiskey 2 Charlie Sierra. Thanks very much, Charlie. Yeah, Charlie Sugar. Yeah, I didn't know if that was a exclamation point or an I. And nice to have you along here on a beautiful Friday afternoon. And yes, 6 meters has been hot this week. Lots of folks from North America working into Europe, and even a really good solid JA opening, and several, I know our friend W5ZN worked 85 JAs on 6 meters on FT8 earlier this week. So really, really cool. And so John, thanks very much. N1 Echo Sugar Echo. And John, November Juliet 4 Zulu, you and your team always do a great job. Thanks very much for the compliment, John. We try to help everybody we can. We really do work really hard at that. And let's just move the camera up a little bit there, get that geochron in there. Love the geochron. The digital geochrons are great. And let's see, good afternoon, Terry, KE8 Charlie Victor Alpha. Nice to have you along. And Doug from the Finger Lakes, Central New York State, W2 Golf Tango, and Al, Kilo 3 November Echo with the NE from Nebraska. Nice to have you along. And Shannon, Kilo Golf 5 Uniform Mike India. Nice to have you. And see, there's Michael, November India 4 Uniform, and Echo Sugar 1 Alpha Bravo United. Nice to have you along. That's a long way away, and it's almost in the middle of the night over there. But from Estonia, nice to have you along. And our friend Mike, Kilo Echo 3 Juliet Papa. Hello to you, Mike. Good to have you along. And Steve Harvey, and let's see, from Ireland, Echo India 2 Juliet Delta. And from Nebraska, Kilo Fox 0 Alpha Fox Oscar. From British Columbia, it's Victor Echo 7 Juliet Kilo Echo. And oh, here's a rare place, Fox Golf 8 Oscar Juliet. That's Guadalupe, and nice to have you along. Kilo Japan 7 Bravo Bravo Sierra. Earl, nice to have you. And Jeremy, Kilo Delta 2 Kilo Queen Juliet. And from Russia, speaking of the middle of the night, Radio Norway 3 Delta Lima Lima. And here's our good friend Jerry, K1 Sugar Oscar. And he's got thunderstorms down there. And I can see them on the other geochron because I have the weather turned on there, and I can see where it's raining. And we have Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Fox Juliet from Fort Gordon, and Sunny, Alpha Hotel 7 Uniform from Hawaii, and it's still morning out in Hawaii. And Steve, November 9 Yankee Kilo, and from Puerto Rico, Kilo Papa 4 Zulu Zulu. This came in the K3LR mailbox this week. This is the May edition of CQ Magazine, and what a great magazine this is. I'm amazed at the quality of the articles that are in here. They're just really solid, and they've got a lot of new and interesting ideas, and also they also have some of the old stuff too. But some of the construction articles are just wonderful in this magazine. So if you don't get CQ, you should. It is really good. And the fellow that does the kits in here, Joe Eisenberg, K3LR, he was just given the YASME Excellence Award, and that is very well deserved. Joe does so much to help youth and others enjoy kit building. But like I said, if you're not getting CQ, you really should think about it. It's a great value. Good magazine. So let's see, who else do we have in here? We've got Gino, Kilo Golf 7 Papa Oscar uniform. And how is my day? My day is good. We've been busy at DX Engineering, and was on the phone with our good friend from ICOM, Ray Novak, today, and doing good work there. We're working on another project together, a couple of projects actually. And let's see, we got from Cambridge in the UK, David, nice to have you along. And Gary says he loves the FT3D that he bought from DX Engineering a few weeks ago. Gary, thanks very much for being a DX Engineering customer. And from Italy, it's Italy Zulu 2 Delta Lima Victor. And let's see, we have an SWL from Sicily, from IT. Nice to have you along. And Rich, Whiskey Queen 2 India. And so let's see, here's Billy, Whiskey 3 Lima Alpha Bravo, formerly from Mercer County, Pennsylvania, or Mercer, Pennsylvania, now in Indiana County. And he's visited here. And nice to have you on Facebook, or yeah, it's on Facebook here today. Brazil, Papa Uniform 2, Mike. And back to Italy, India, Uniform 3, Bravo Tango Yankee. And here's a nice one from the Facebook, November Kilo 5 Golf. And says, Tim, you guys have taken the Hustler BTVs to the next level with your accessories. It's made mine a workhorse for my 8 HF station in an HOA. And thanks very much for the compliment. One of the things that I'm sure NK5G is talking about with his Hustlers is the Hustler Vertical, is that we have a 65-page manual that Parky KB8UUZ did, that's available for free. You can download it right off of any of the BTV part detail pages right there in documentation. Download that. That manual is chock full of great ideas to make your BTV vertical just sing. So thanks very much for the compliment. And let's see, greetings from Rome. And let's see, 2 Echo 0 Radio Echo. That's Andy from England. Nice to have you along, Andy. And first timer, Tim, Whiskey Zulu 8 Kilo. Nice to have you. Back down to Brazil. Papa Uniform 2, Papa Alpha Victor. And Gino says he loves Ray Novak. He is backbone to this great sport. Some people call it a hobby. Well, it is the best hobby in the world as far as I'm concerned. It's just tremendous. And they're safe. Nice to see you on Safe, and hopefully everything works out. We'll have you on the show on Tuesdays with Tim and Jeff. So I think Safe will get all that worked out and we'll be good. Let's see, John got some new equipment from DX Engineering, N1 Echo Sugar Echo. He got a 7300 and an LDG Pro 2 and 200 QSOs this week. That is great. It's great to be on the air. Here's AJ. Wow. 9 Whiskey 2 Papa Alpha Juliet. Nice to have you along from Malaysia. And Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Fox Juliet. And Gary from Union City, California. Whiskey 6 Golf Foxtrot. And for broadcast use, let's see, Vladimir's for broadcast use vMix. Okay, thanks very much. And Brent, November 9 Bravo Charlie. And let's see, we have a question here from Valerio. He says, what will be your next contest? I'm going to be operating in the Stay Home event this weekend. Check out the contest calendar, and it's also on the front of the ARRL website. But I'll be in that, and that's more of an operating event than it is a contest. But then the next big one will be Field Day, U.S. Field Day here at the end of June. And and it looks like I'll just be single operator, and that's okay. But we're looking forward to accumulating our scores in our club together as per the new Field Day rules. And check those out too on the ARRL website. And we've got Russell, Kilo Echo 4 Golf Tango Queen from Shelby, North Carolina. And Andy says he's having trouble finding bandpass filters. Well, Andy, we've got a lot of bandpass filters at DX Engineering. We've got low power ones and high power ones from low band systems. So just go onto the DX Engineering website and search for low band systems, and you'll see a ton of bandpass filters. And from Brazil, Papa Yankee 1, Victor Oscar Yankee. And here's our friend Robbie, Delta Mike 6 Delta X-Ray. And Gino says we need a sleepover in Tim's shack sweepstakes. Well, I don't know. Sleeping on the floor in the shack is, I saw November 9 Radio Victor do it once when he was really tired and just wanted a quick sleep. But this is a hard floor. And hello, Ernest from Pennsylvania, W3 Tango Charlie Papa. And Robert, he's Mobile over in England, Mike 0 Kilo Papa Delta. Nice to see you here on Facebook. And Michael from Florida, Kilo Charlie 0 Papa Kilo Alpha. And here's Daniel, Delta Whiskey 1 Whiskey Quebec Papa from the Philippines. And here's let's see. Oh, Mike, Kilo Charlie 8 Victor Delta from Ohio. Nice to have you along as well. And so I've got a couple of antenna projects going on here, and we're building booms and building new elements for 10 meters, 15 meters, and 6 meters. I'll be experimenting with a new DX Engineering 6-meter antenna. It's 10 elements on a 48-foot boom. And I am just jazzed up about that antenna. I'm not a real big 6-meter guy, but that's going to be a fun antenna to use. And here's our friend John, November Juliet 4 Zulu. He says, Tim, you guys need to build a switching network for a triangle 40-meter phased array, 3 elements, 2 in phase, and 1 reflector. Well, we do have a dual vertical array. Check out the DVA. It's not quite a triangle, but I think there is a company that's making the triangle one, but we've had a lot of good success, of course, with the 4 squares and with the DVA. The DVA works very, very well. In fact, I got a customer sent in a note this morning and how impressed he was with it. Kilo Golf 5 Juliet Charlie from Sweetwater, Texas. I've been in Sweetwater, Texas several times. And Kilo Bravo 9 Fox Queen Bravo in Oak Forest, Illinois. And yes, John, you're right. Kilo Bravo 3 Hotel. Looking forward to the June VHF contest next weekend. That's the big daddy of the VHF contests. And activity should be tremendous. And hopefully we get some sporadic E and get a lot of FT8 QSOs, and don't forget about sideband and CW too, and MSK 144. So there's lots of things to do coming up. And from Puerto Rico, it's Kilo Papa 4 X-Ray Charlie and Hotel Charlie 3 Juliet Papa from Colombia, and Hotel Kilo 5 Mike Queen Zulu. That's Jay from Colombia, back to back. And let's see, any updates on the 991A back orders? Well, I can tell you one of the updates is not a good update that we got today. Actually, Yesu had to close early because of there were protesters coming very close to them, so they were bothered by that, and so they had to close early. But we don't have any updates on when those will deliver. Everything is so slow because it has to come over by boat now from Japan. But just as soon as we get them in, we'll let everybody know that has back orders. And let's see, here's Luis, Lima Whiskey 9 Echo X-Ray Quebec, and Joe, W8 Juliet Tango Whiskey from Ohio. What's the story on the DX Engineering MaxiCore 9-to-1 Ballon, and when will it be available? We're in the middle of introducing a whole new Ballon line and also bringing in some other Ballons from other lines. So the answer is soon. I don't know how soon, Joe, but we'll try and get one for you, and you'll see it on the website. Melanie keeps loading those things up. And hello to Jeff, Kilo Bravo 8 Zulu Whiskey Tango. It's from our DX Engineering team, and Tuesdays with Tim and Jeff. And November Papa 4 Echo Tango from Puerto Rico, and Kilo Papa 4 Radio Victor. And from Russia, UA4 Hotel Tango Tango. And Mike, Kilo Delta 2 Tango Tango Fox. Nice to have you along. Here's our friend Jim, and WA3 Fox Echo Tango from Penn State University. Nice to have you along, Jim, and we'll be talking to you tonight. And hopefully there won't be any more storms. Hotel Bravo 9 Tango Mike Whiskey from Switzerland. Nice to have you along, Dave. And November Tango 9 Echo, Dave. And also from Puerto Rico, November Papa 3 Oscar. And November Papa 3 Bravo Mike as well. Boy, I like every ham from Puerto Rico's here. That's really cool. And Andres from Alaska, Kilo Lima 4 Sierra X-Ray. And Adrian, Papa Echo 2 Kilo. And here's our friend Rich Boyd, Whiskey Papa 3 Quebec. Yeah, how about Kilo Echo 3 Quebec? And Pat Collins, November 8 Victor Whiskey. Nice to see you, Pat. And Jay, Whiskey 3 Mike. And another Puerto Rican station, Whiskey Papa 4 Golf. And of course, we had November Papa 4 Golf on the show last week. And let's see, there's a viewer who says, which one of the radios in the shack is my favorite? That's a trick question, right, Novak? They all are my favorite. That IC 7851 is the best radio I've ever used. And really proud of the fact that we've had the 7851s here for about 5 years, and they don't break. I've never had to send them into Matt up in Michigan or out to Washington. They don't break. And that was what the greatest thing, the reliability of these radios. I mean, when we're operating a contest and we're going, you know, like a house on fire, trying to work stations as fast as possible, you need a very reliable radio. And 7851, of course, the 7300s are great, and the 7610. I mean, you could get an SDR radio for such a small amount of money. You know, it's an incredible value, that IC 7300. And thanks for being here, Ray, and all you do for ham radio. And here's Dick, Kilo Charlie 6 Hotel Bravo Bravo. And Valerio asked, Tim, you're well active on main CWSSB contest, but why not on RIDI? Well, we are on RIDI, and we're doing great things on RIDI. K3GP and WW3S and all those guys have been over here doing the RIDI contest. And there's even a few plaques on the wall there's 3 plaques, as a matter of fact, from the RIDI operations here. So we are on RTTY, Val. And here's David, November Delta 4 Yankee. Just got another order from DX Engineering in today for my antenna projects this summer. Thanks very much for being a DX Engineering customer, David. And here's Brian, Whiskey Sugar 1 Oscar from Connecticut. He's enjoying his new 7300 LDG tuner and a G5 RV. John, what are your thoughts on the FTDX 101D? Well, I've used it in our showroom, in the DX Engineering showroom, and it seemed to work awfully good. I have not ever had it in a contest. I made a couple of QSOs with it, and I do know that the guys that have been buying them really like them. They really do. So it's a great radio. And of course, Jeff loves his ICOM 7200. I think he's got 2 of them now, but I think his wife only knows about 1. Let's see. Here's Whiskey 4 Charlie Papa Delta. And Ark says, super pleased with my purchases from DX Engineering. Super fast shipping. Got a cart full for field day. I'm about to order. Well, thanks very much, Ark, for being a DX Engineering customer. And yeah, field day is a great time of the year. It's going to be different this year. A lot of 1D stations, but we can all work each other for points as 1Ds. And Brad, Kilo 5 Charlie Mike Oscar says, thanks for the catalog, and very proud of our latest catalog. If you don't have one, just go on the front of the dxengineering.com website, the upper left-hand corner, click on the button there, and we'll send you a catalog. And so thanks everybody for being here today. I hope you're having fun with ham radio, and I hope you get on the air and call CQ and see who comes back. That's the magic of amateur radio. For Friday and the weekend, I'm Tim, K3LR 73. Until next time.